Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
Dickey's Barbecue Pit is doubling down on one of the sandwiches it does extremely well, and hey, now it's about to go for a little swim. Or a dip, I should say. So let's go in the all-new double dip sandwich from Dickey's Barbecue Pit, and already the caramelized onions and that Texas brisket is lighting up my car ridiculously, guys. The aroma is pretty amazing. We've got a split sandwich here. This hoagie bun definitely looks very, very soft. It feels very soft. Let me lift this one up for you. Plenty of that marinated Texas brisket, guys, and it's very wet, very juicy. As you guys can see by the paper here, it is absolutely loaded with juicy goodness. We have some cheddar cheese in the very bottom, and there is plenty of caramelized onions on top. Let me actually open this up so you guys can see this a little closer. Nicely done there. Caramelized onion goodness, lots of that highly marinated meat that's in there, guys, looking really nice. Let's go for the other side as well. Lots more caramelized onion, guys. That is just a delicious scene right there. Highly marinated all the way around. And I have to say, you guys are seeing it right over here. We're going for a dip into this stuff. We're going au jus style right here, guys. So the double dip, we're gonna see if it's worthy of the double dip name. Definitely looks nice and rich, very dark. Can't wait to dunk into that. But man, let me lift this up one more time for you guys. This is a pretty thick sandwich. And like I said, that smell is insane. Very lean looking Texas brisket. And it looks really, really delicious, guys. Can't wait to get into this one. We're not gonna waste any more time on it right now because we're about to. This is the all-new double dip sandwich with au jus from Dickey's Barbecue Pit. Let's peep out this flavor. Now, if you're a fan of high-quality, deliciously looking food reviews, definitely hit that like button down below and absolutely subscribe to the channel, along with hitting that bell notification so you can be notified as soon as new content drops. Now, let's dive into this one. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be in meat heaven with this one, guys. I mean, just look at the thickness of this sucker. This definitely looks pretty incredible, and I've got a lot of caramelized onions coming up on this first bite. It's the double dip sandwich, brand new here at Dickey's Barbecue Pit. Oh my God. Marinated goodness. Man. A very deep and rich brisket flavor with some highly flavorful caramelized onions, guys. I'm not really tasting the cheddar cheese yet because of the overflow of the meat and the caramelized onions, but wow, this is fantastic. Let's go for another bite because I really want to get further into this one right now. It's just so soft. Wow, super tender. This is a pretty luscious experience already, guys. That Texas brisket is highly marinated. It's very juicy, very wet, very flavorful, super tender, and the caramelized onions are complementing it very nicely. Some nice sweetness there, not too much crunch, but just a very, very nice overall smooth, rich flavor across the board. And like I said, even though I can't taste that cheddar cheese, I do not care one bit. It's really kind of holding it all together like cheese usually does. 4 sandwiches of this type, but man, super flavorful in this one. Highly recommended already. And that's all without getting into the au jus yet. And guys, let me just say one more time, the caramelized onions, I've got a whole bunch of them here underneath the sandwich actually. Highly flavorful, super delicious. Wow. Finger licking good. Let's go for another bite. So satisfying. The quality of the meat here at Dickey's is always top notch. It's very juicy, very flavorful. I've had it many times in the past, most notably at some of the food festivals that I've actually done here on my channel. And I have to say, even at those festivals, the juiciness, the flavorfulness of everything comes through so amazingly well. But guys, you know what? I think it is time we go for what this one is being billed as, meaning the double dip. So let's go for the au jus real fast, see if this one delivers. I gotta be careful with this one. It's very messy in the car, but guys, a very beefy aroma actually on the au jus right here. Let's give this a go. This just can't be bad, right? It just can't. Oh my God, it's not. Oh my am. Double dip, baby, here we go. Oh man, this is heavenly. As I'm stirring it around, it's beefier and beefier in the aroma department. This is really, really good stuff. And that hoagie bun is soaking it up. It's like a sponge. Here we go, guys. We're going again. I hope you're enjoying what you're seeing right now. If you're watching this after 1 a.m., like I always say, I apologize. Here we go. Oh my God. I'm gonna kill this. But before I do, let me just say this au jus definitely adds a little bit more saltiness to the overall sandwich. It's very rich, very flavorful. But again, the aftertaste that I'm getting is very salty. So the initial deliciousness that I'm getting from the sandwich is absolutely there, but there's a little bit more of a residual saltiness that I'm not really caring for too much. But guys, the juiciness is amazing, the caramelized onions are amazing, and overall the combo works extremely well. highly worth it with this. It's still pretty tasty. I only wish the cheddar itself was just a little bit sharper to give me just a little bit more extra flavor, but as it stands, guys, a very, very tasty sandwich, worthy of the price of admission. The quality is definitely dripping off of this bun, literally. It really is very, very lean, and I have to admit the brisket is just amazing. Caramelized onions, absolutely delicious, and you can't go wrong with that combo, and especially with the au jus. Adds a nice little bit of flavor extra. Just expect a little bit more saltiness to it though, but delicious either way. Man, very messy, but highly worth the time, guys. Those are the type of problems you want to have when you review food. You want it to be nice and marinated, you want it to be nice and juicy like that, and this easily was. And I have to admit that au jus complemented it so amazingly. I'm so glad I checked this one out right now. And hey, how could I not, considering this was a meaty blast of Texas brisket with some delicious caramelized onions on top with a little bit of cheddar cheese thrown into the mix, even though I really couldn't taste that very much. Still very delicious either way. So with that said, I'm gonna have to give the double dip sandwich, very worthy of the name by the way with that au jus, here at Dickey's Barbecue Pit, a rock solid 9 out of 10. As you may have picked up on throughout this review, the only real detractors for me on this one was the fact that the cheddar cheese didn't have too much flavor to it. It was pretty much the glue holding it together, as is usually the case with these types of sandwiches. And the au jus, which was really tasty, added just a little bit of extra salt that I would have preferred to be a little bit on the lesser side. But other than that, very flavorful all around, and guys, very hearty. You really can't go wrong with what this is. It was pretty great. Now the question is, did you think this looked pretty great? Drop some comments down below. Have you guys been to Dickey's Barbecue Pit in a while? And if you have, what else do you like to get here? Drop those comments down below and definitely let me know. And with that, this is ENK closing out another episode of Peep This Out, bringing you brand new content every single week here on my channel. So why you stay tuned for the next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Question, are any of you interested to check out what they're calling the Max Stack over here at Dickey's Barbecue Pit? Have you ever heard of it? Do you want to see what it is? Drop those comments down below and let me know if you'd like to see something like that, and we'll definitely see about making that a reality. All right, everyone, until next time, I'll talk to you soon.